getting on Moreno Valley for real and shit. It's like nothing. What's up, Big Joe? What's up, homie?
Hi, Big Joe and Terry. Happy holidays.
Aquí nomás, right here in AZ, baby. Let's fucking go. Hit that like button, everybody. Smash it, hit it, like it, do what you do. Graphic one is all the way live. I'm all the way live. Ooh, ooh. What's up, King Killer? What is up? How are you? How's life today? It's great. Thank you for asking. How's your day, man? How's your day? Veronique says, Big Joe says, let's go, G1 and Veronique.
Hi, guys.
Let's go. She right here, all the way live. She's all the way live. Big Joe, you working? They got you slaving away over there? I'll show you a little bit of the background, a little bit of the scenery. Baby. Brag. Alright, so we're right here, all the way live. You already know what's up. That like button, all the graphickers know what's cracking. Yeah, yeah. What's up, ROG? What up?
Oh, it just took us probably a better route.
The ROG is in the building.
Hi, ROG. Happy holidays. How are you doing today? What are you up to? Look at that.
Happy holidays, everybody. A little bit of paint on the walls. We're at 14,971 subscribers. Let's get that all the way up to 15,000. We can do it. It's only like 30. What?
So they have all this. We can find a
spot
to eat there.
We're right here.
We got all this. Look at all this.
We got some eateries up the way like that. We got some Wingstop, some Five Guys.
Potbelly sandwich.
Got
The Habit.
Le Taco. Let's go.
Addiction.
Streaming all the way live right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's fucking go.
It's a beautiful day today. It's 75 degrees right now.
It's a beautiful day.
So get outside and go do something.
Yeah, get out and do something. Everybody go shopping. Alright, so this live right here is gonna be.
See how the walls are
totally monetized. Yeah, they got some nice little artwork, but you can tell that's fabricated artwork. Like the building manager told someone to come and do it, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same shit. It's actually better. But you know what? They need to freshen up the paint once in a while.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is what I'm doing right here. It's a beautiful morning. Doo-doo-doo. Put that on save. Alright. Alright, so everybody in the house, do me a favor and smack it, like it, hit it, do what you do. Cincinnati is cold. I'm chilling in the house.
What do you feel like? Pizza, taco?
I'm not even tripping.
Really? Okay.
You know what I might do is put it on subscriber only.
You can do that?
That's what I'm gonna do. Subscribers who can participate. Who can participate? Who can send messages, live reactions, all that.
Try it out, maybe?
Yeah, I'll put it on for minimum subscribe time. I'll put it on for at least 1 minute. I don't have a moderator right now, so I might as well do that.
Oh, okay.
Alright, tell me if that subscriber mode kicks in. You should see it. You can't really put it right now. Oh, there it goes. City kind of reminds me of San Diego,
Really?
but in the desert.
In the
Nothing wrong with the desert. It's just
It's
shit.
more-
That's where my family comes. That's where I come from.
You'd be more green, huh?
Yeah. Check it out. It looks nice though. It's got
Nice.
some nice little art,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
artistic columns. There you go. Let's get it, says Joe. We got 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Oh, you know what? Did I save it?
Look at, they have luminarias at night.
Right.
Wow.
I was looking up my ancestry just right now and before I got live. And
You can see the
oh, that's pretty
luminarias
nice.
right
Is this a memorial?
there. No, it's, you could do a walk and
Oh.
they just have lights.
I thought it was like a memorial for like the
luminarias, they put candles in the back.
Illuminati.
Luminarias. Do you know what a luminaria is?
I know what Illuminati is.
Ooh, you're funny, yo. Are you with that?
She said Illuminatis.
Are you with the Illuminati?
What? What you
I don't
mean?
know what the entrance is. Let me cruise and see where the entrance is at. Let's see.
Like one up, brother. Did I change it? I don't know if I even changed it. Does it say just
Oh yeah, right.
subscribers only?
Did you?
It's just a lot easier. That way I know who's a I don't know, straight jackass. We already here?
Yep.
Oh hell!
My little surprise to graphic. Hopefully
I don't even know what the fuck we're doing right
it
now.
works out.
I don't even know what we're doing. That's what. Am I supposed to go in with this?
My little surprise.
Am I supposed to go in with this?
No, just that.
What? Oh shit! It's gonna be kind of hard.
Yeah.
You said yeah after we get here. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. I don't even know. Do I need my walk? I guess I need everything. I don't know what the fuck I need, but shit. That's why I don't like surprises and shit, because
Oh, my bad.
I don't like when I don't know what to expect.
Okay, no surprises for graphic
No,
ever again.
no, I'm just playing with
No.
you.
Note to self.
duration. Save. Slow mode, 60 seconds. Blah, 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 blah.
Do you want me to hold on to the keys?
Huh?
Do you want me to hold on to the keys?
What keys? Yours? Yeah, I guess. Where's my wallet? Yes, wait. If I only knew, I would have. Hey.
I can ask him.
I'm gonna need an ID to get
I
in?
can ask him.
Why do I need an ID? Like, what are we doing? Drinking? I wasn't prepared. I didn't know if I needed an ID. I left my wallet at home. I thought we was going right up the way. I swear, I didn't know. I swear. What's wrong with this person? I don't know anything. Chuck E. Cheese. Ain't you Chuck E. Cheese and shit. Can I help you? Nah.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for her.
Okay.
Yeah. Just more patience, G. Well, what it is just, it's kind of time consuming because it's like, you know, I didn't know I was doing this. I don't need no ID. I didn't think I needed a full-on ID. I'm gonna be honest with you, we got here pretty quick. It ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump, to be honest with you. Yeah, oh no. Yeah, what the hell? Man. I got all day. Damn it. I really could care less. Hopefully they say no. I could just slide on it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I need my motherfucking money. So really, that don't matter. I mean, I got Apple Pay right here. Do they take Apple Pay? Do you take Apple Pay? That sounds like Gunner doing fucking, what's his name's voice? You know what? Mi dinero también. I tiene Apple Pay, pero
No,
es
ya
todo.
said we're buying shit here.
Es puro gratis.
You're fine.
Es puro.
Yo lo daré.
Okay, I'm just asking shit. If I'm fine, then I'm fine. That's what I said.
Stop. You got everything?
Shit, not my vape pen.
Take that too.
No, I'm not gonna take it in. No. No, hombre. I don't even know where that's at now. Ain't that about a bitch?
We're all
Yeah.
messed up today.
What happened?
It's one of those days.
Where did it go?
Probably where your wallet is.
Aw, don't tell me that. I just got that and that. Yeah. If I only knew. I don't have it with me. That's crazy, dude. I'm all lacking
Are
up.
you serious?
Yeah, where did it
You
go?
just jumped in and left.
Well, you know what? I had it in my pocket. Oh, it's right here. It's right here.
Oh.
I forgot. I put it in a stash spot. Use my Karamex real quick.
Hey, that's a good thing though. You didn't need it.
Dry ass lips.
You weren't in desperate need of it because you're having such a great time with me. That's why.
Yeah, sure. That's
I
know.
provide that kind of vibe.
What up, China?
You don't need nothing.
What's up, C Mizzle?
I naturally
You get the OG China man up in this motherfucker. Want to get it?
Yes, sir.
De nada.
Anything else?
No. I mean, I got my Apple Pay right here. Shit, I ain't tripping.
Okay, cool. Then you can buy me something.
Shit. Like, okay.
This way.
They're like ID for what?
Sometimes they do.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, you never know.
What's up, Mama Dukes? Hey, do me a favor, everybody, hit that like button. Subscribe. That's what we do here on YouTube.
If you buy a drink, wow. Too bad.
I'll
enjoy it.
Is there drinks here? Shit. There is?
I can't
Shoot.
survive.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Shit.
They have this todo. He's underage. He can't have it. We'll get you a.
Oh, that's right, huh?
We'll get you a Shirley Temple.
Nah, man, I ain't been fucking carded in a long time. You got a cafe right there? Let's go. Yeah, they got some nice little shit.
I wanted to bring you there, but
Let's go. The cafe cantina. What? But what? Well, they ain't gonna ID me. They ain't gonna ID me. I never get ID. Unless it's an uptight type of shit, like where they don't wanna. Fire in the hole, fire in the hole. Let's go. Pretty dope.
sorry.
I like that music too. The music sounds good. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's go. You can't take pictures. Oh look, there's no flash tripod, selfie stick, home video recorder, professional filming equipment. So it's nothing. That's nothing.
On the site, but it's okay.
Yeah, you can just like that.
Thank you. You can go out there and get our tickets.
Both days? Okay, thank you.
And I'm just gonna pay for his. I'm gonna get you a card.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta get you registered with your peeps.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Are both of you native?
Yeah, we're both are, but he didn't bring his ID. That's why I came in. I'm like,
So what I can do is, since you have yours, I can include
Oh,
yours
thank you
next
so
time
much.
if you don't mind bringing.
Oh, for sure.
okay, I
Yes.
appreciate you.
Cool.
Thank you.
May I get your zip code?
85283. I appreciate
Just
that.
have your
Thank you.
stickers.
Oh, thank you.
Up to a map of the museum.
Yes, ma'am, I got that.
And you guys are all set with that?
Yeah.
That's an 8 check. Right there.
You guys enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you
Have a
so
good one.
much. I'm gonna take this one too. Yeah, I got one of those. Oh, the exhibit. Yeah.
That way you can have it for you.
Yeah, I got you. The 3 can. Oh, Let's go. Okay. Oh yeah. At 2:30. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. 2:30.
2:30. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's beautiful. Oh, that's cool. Those are cute. Look at this guys right here. The word. The shoes, though. The shoes.
Oh, I like that. I like that brown leather around it.
That is cool. 1978. But that's Vans. Oh, look at these. Look at the colors. Look at those All-Stars. Ah, those are cool.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. The high top Taylor. 1997. That's cool. Yeah. Oh. Dang.
That's neat.
That's awesome. Just be professional.
Those are like size 20, 15. They're huge.
That's 2019. The Dragon Glass. These shoes are from 2018. These are from the same years.
Oh, where's our map? Like, there's so many
So there's
things.
a map?
We could go right or
There's a visitor.
how do you want to go? You want to go left or right? How about we go like
Right here,
this?
there's a map in the back.
How about we go like this?
Right here, look at
Like
the campus in
clockwise.
the back.
Oh, there you go.
Look at the back of yours.
Oh,
There you go.
you are here.
You. Isn't that weird?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. It's crazy.
That's cool.
19,
Superman ones.
that's 1973, guys.
That's neat.
1973. Really cool. Superman.
Wow.
T. What tells of. Let's go.
That's cool. Inside of the Superman one.
Ah, check it out. 1977. This is my birth year. These are my birth year right here.
Really?
Yeah. 1977.
That's neat.
Santa
like that.
Clara, Pueblo.
It's like a snake dragon.
Snake dragon something. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh, I like the size. For 1977, this almost looks like hentai.
That's neat, huh?
Look at the eagle.
That's pretty.
That's.
I like that.
Hold on, no, I'm kind of taking them on. 1973 right here. We got 1973, baby. Those are cool. All black.
That's neat, huh?
Almost looks like sunglasses on the sun.
It does.
1983 right here. Look at that, dude.
Oh, that's badass. You know how hard that is right there to do?
1970. What? I'm confused. Hold on. 1999 and 2000. That's the stitching.
Dude, look at the inside, how clean the stick. That's
The beads. It's all beaded.
yeah.
It's woven. That is bad.
And I know how hard this is.
Oh, on a shoe
'Cause
too.
you know the traje that we have?
Uh-huh.
It's like that.
Damn.
Mhm.
Cool. Yes. Beautiful too. Yeah.
I was like, you can
The
tell.
history. The beads.
I mean, how was this scared ever teach you? Because I've done that before. before, and it's not easy at all. You literally have to take it apart and start.
I did. Oh God.
Oh, so you have to scrape it off and then do it all.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
That'll show you the loser. The luster.
Oh wow, look at these. Okay, so oh my god.
There's a really interesting artwork if you like, which won't be on the tour.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
We have a tradition.
Oh, I love them. Yes, the colors. Santa Claus. Uh-huh.
This is, we're gonna walk through a little bit.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, that is beautiful. I love it. Gathering the woods and the candles.
It's got the story. Look
Wow.
at, but it says it even in the language.
Established dialogue with my grandmothers. Yeah.
So we can go like, what would you suggest to start?
Straight through our groups, if it's a called space.
Okay.
Space Mountain.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh.
This won't be on your
Mm-hmm.
tour.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the space.
Thank you.
I'll give you a story.
Yeah. Oh,
This has been an exhibit that started, I think, in Oklahoma, and this gentleman, Ben Harjo, passed away a few years ago. And these are his two pieces.
Oh, wow.
And he and his wife stayed with us for like 31 years. Really?
Oh, and
Yeah,
So you got the chance to see him paint?
Oh, yes.
oh,
And what would
They
you
were dear friends. They became dear friends, and she came for the opening of this, although she'd seen it already. But she came in, you know, she just wanted to see how the third would put it together. But we had the best times.
What a blessing.
You said
Absolutely.
Oklahoma.
You know, he was
Look at that.
he could keep a straight face and they'd take you right down the river. And he was hysterical.
Oh, wow. I love it. He was a great, he was a great storyteller.
Oh,
Look at that, guys.
Like he would take
Beautiful.
you out of here.
All relatives. Let's
One
go.
time he told me, what did he say?
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, I know, because they stayed with us, and so they.
This is beautiful. Look at it. Oh, this is nice. Where's Terry when I need her? I know. Big Joe, where's Terry? Tell her to check this out. She won't like it.
Like, for everyone.
1945, 2023. Benjamin. That's what she said that. She said that these two pieces right here, that one and that was his pieces. He just passed away not long ago, and the couple used to stay with them here, which is crazy. And she knows him. I don't know, G. I don't know. Terry. Showing all that native artwork. It's lovely. 1912 to 1995. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
So you guys are from Oklahoma? Are you from Oklahoma?
I know she would know some. So she was born in Pasadena, but she's from Oklahoma area. That's beautiful. Look at the art. Oh my gosh. Look what don't touch, baby. It's almost like you want to touch it, but you can't. Your grandmother was born in 1912? Wow. Dang. Look, 1947. The Hopi. This is the Choctaw. This is my relatives right here. These are my relatives. This is cool how she took us over here to this side right here. She said it's not on the tour. Indigenous forms and influences. Formas y influencias indígenas. Indigenas. There you go. Indigenas. birthday. It's dope how they put it in both languages. You have Chippewa? That's dope. That's dope, Big Joe. I know Terry loves this type of stuff, so I know she's not able to be here live, but tell her to come in here and drop that like. And I'll remember this is all the ancestors out there. I feel you right now, all my ancestors. I can feel it in the paint. I can feel it in the art. Look at that.
He was artist submitted works of art and a committee selected for the painting. Yes. And so he was packing up to come out here from Oklahoma, and his wife Barbara said, and he had packed up, clothes. It was like probably November or something like that. He goes, she said, man, you're going to Arizona, it's hot there.
I know.
Well, you know what, November of 1980.
Oh, it was colder.
Yes.
Because there wasn't none of this buildings at all. It was all
We even had 81 or 82 when he was
Cotton fields.
we had a tornado.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, wow.
And the ones they
Because
got,
there was so much open land.
Yeah.
and they were able to get all the artwork in the auditorium that was given
the time.
place. The ones who really, they were able to get all the jewelry out of the jewelry cases, but those were mainly glass, and so that was, and I thought, oh, shoot, I was kind of, I don't know, I had a big volunteer job at the fair. And the next morning, there were several of us that came to wipe off all the tables, and I said, I wonder if anybody's even gonna come today.
And it was
pretty
packed.
soon, I looked up and there they were lining up on Central Avenue.
Wonderful.
Because we didn't
Yeah.
have much weather except the last summer we had.
Yeah. But on the ferry.
Wow.
But I'll never forget that. We were cleaning up and
This is
drying
nice.
off and all the tables and chairs and all that stuff.
Private tour, yeah. It's they're gonna do the actual main tour in about 30 minutes, I believe. They're pretty strict when you get in here. They ask for ID, there's security, they're crazy. They asked if we're native. I could become part of the tribe over there in Arizona, New Mexico. The Hopi. I was looking up on it, so I might look at that. Indian Space showed me the way of merging indigenous and Western art together. It took me beyond Cubism and in a search for American values. That's dope. Barnett, excuse me. That's nice. Look at that. Without my face in it. Sorry, little iPhone action. This is love. Look at that. Wow, you can get like mesmerized in that. Copper, black, and white diamonds reference abstract hide painting and the continuing practice of Lakota quill work, a form of embroidery using porcupine quills, both traditionally done by a woman. Dang, that's cool. Diane Whitehawk is a leading member of the contemporary generation of IA graduates, where she earned a BFA in 2008. Her art marries indigenous artistries and visual to heritage with modernist painting and abstract.
Look at it, but it's on the leather.
I've seen it. Big ass satchel.
Shoot, that's like, you think
You know how much
that's,
stuff
you
you
think this
you
is
could
a
put-
buy? No.
You can put some nice little arrows in
Are
there.
you kidding me?
Couple little short arrows
Yeah.
and whatever. Maybe some water.
Wow.
What else would you put in there? Some rocks?
All kinds.
As you throw some
You're
rocks at
sharpening-
someone.
You're sharpening rocks.
Yeah, you're spears.
Yeah.
Your rocks.
You're
It'd be- this is
your
like-
tobacco.
This is like my
This
backpack
is the
for when I.
tobacco bag,
Wait,
and that's a medicine bag.
this is my bag when I go streaming. You gotta keep all your cords and wires.
Right.
So this one right here, okay, native tan leather, glass beads, metal cone, dyed horsehair. Dang, dyed horsehair. Look at that dyed horse. You see it on the edges? That's dyed horsehair. Dyed horsehair. Oh, they dyed it red. So they would clip the horsehair and just dye them. That's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's very smart. 1880, baby. The Lokota.
And to put them all in too.
Okay, do you want to see the map and see
Yeah.
This
You
is
said
from,
go.
this one is from 1859 to 1942. It was actually 1895. Clay pigment. Damn. I like this one. 1975. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Acrylic on canvas.
Wow, that's a beautiful color.
Dying Navajo women. Okay. Dene. My bad. Dene. My bad. It's hard reading it because it's almost like Spanish, but it's its own thing. So when you see little differences in the spelling, kind of thing, Spanish, but it's not. Oh, 1946. He died in 1997. This guy. A lot of these are people that have passed away that had. That's dope. I will put this in my house. It's worth a lot of money though. 1942. This is cool. So this guy was a friend of Will Barnett, and so a lot of these guys were friends. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at this. This is kind of African-esque, but
And
it's
his
not.
wife passed away.
Very indigenous.
And
Really?
She used to come in here and
Look at the band.
adore her husband's art. Because this is what she had.
1963. Oil canvas. That's really cool. I like it a lot. Love the colors. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful. Little, look guys, hold on, the wolf, it's a wolf. Smash a like, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for joining us today. Happy holidays. Hold on. See if I can turn it over. You wanna go downstairs or
Where? I mean,
your phone?
what happened?
Went backwards on me.
Oh no, it's on. Oh, it's on me.
You wanna go down there and check it out, or? Cause I wanted to check that.
Where?
Let's go down.
Oh, what's downstairs? The blue?
Yeah.
Let's go down here. Just to check it out. What's the blue? What is this? Oh, it's cool. Butterfly.
Yeah.
It's for good luck. That's what. By the butterfly.
Yeah. You see the butterfly? Did you get the butterfly? You didn't even like wait. I didn't even look. It's all crazy.
Remember that one couple we saw that was doing the food thing?
Okay.
She was just. It's in the frame. There you go. Remember, we were like, damn, bro, chill out. Then she says, I can't even believe you talk like that. Remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was annoying. I showed him the secret one.
All right, so this is right here, 2015 digital chromogenic print on matte paper. Okay, so they're already putting some 2015s in. As a matter of fact, this is 10 years ago if you think about it.
Yeah.
And the technology is gonna change, huh? So this is gonna be different compared to what we're gonna be seeing. old ones. Which are the old ones? This is 2010. That's matte paper 2010. So these are all matte paper. Look at that. That's dope. What the heck?
The way they do the art.
Wow. Like you're hugging them, like you're part of it.
Grounding.
Your nails are part of the
That's
thing.
me right there. On the tree.
The wooden.
I used to use native.
2012. Winged's Calling. That one's nice.
Cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Look at it.
Alaska Native. I don't know.
Yeah, her face.
Right?
We all look like that. Beautiful.
That one's
Ancestry.
2008. That's dope. That's a nice painting right there. Oh, that's cool. This is the digital chromogenic print on luster paper.
That's neat.
Different paper. Look at the butterflies on this one.
That's a bunch of them.
Wow. That looks crazy.
Like
Ancestral buffalo. That's the buffalo.
yeah, that's painted on him.
Buffalo.
That's a good job of the painting.
The mixed media 2000. The butterflies. Oh, that's what it is. So someone made these butterflies. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, get it. I get it now. They're like, let's make butterflies.
Special.
Heck yeah. Look at this guy. He's an eagle, man.
Ooh, the eagle.
Lucille Hill, thank you for being here, Matt. What's up? Wow, neat. Love it. Let's go, y'all. Thank you, Retired Old Guy. Thank you, Big Joe. Let's go, everybody.
I told them all.
Digital
Subscribe, smash
chromogenic
like.
print on luster paper.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, that's dope. Ah, she looks like my ancestors. Like for real, like my, like that guy at the shop the other day. Are you?
There's the bees.
Risa B, let's go.
Look,
The
she's
bees
got
in the
bees
building.
all over her.
Look at that. For some reason, it's like really thick down there.
Bee chills. Yeah, because can you imagine in this building with you?
Sure, but you want to go that way?
Yeah, we're gonna go that way.
Okay. It's nice.
Here's my wolf. Look,
A wolf.
that's my wolf.
Yeah, deep darkness.
Leave him alone.
Deep into darkness, waiting, just waiting.
Yep.
Deep into darkness. I love it. Oh, that was cool. You gotta get a picture of me going like this. This is how I do art.
Oh wait, hold on. Be for real though. How would you really be looking at those mosquitoes?
Come on. I can see it all now.
Yeah. Then you get close to it.
Okay.
It's cool, huh?
Digital art.
And it's in the snow, y'all. Like, I was tripping at first. I was like, oh my.
Really nice gallery. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I'm glad that she brought us back to this area. Yeah. It's really cool. You want to go? Because we came in here, remember? So she came, brought us this way, but we can go out that way.
There's a whole thing on that side.
This leads to out too, so like where you wanted to go. I'm just trying to say.
This has been since the collecting artwork since the 90s.
Contemporary sculptures. That's cool.
Oh no, not yet. We're barely making our way. That's what I was
Cool. Let me show you guys. It's really cool. This is from the Blackfeet family group right here. That's cool.
Basket collection. The best way to get
Enzo Blackfeet man. From the Blackfeet. These dudes really look like my ancestors straight up. I swear they look like a couple of my uncles. A couple of my tios. Jaime Kun. Brother the master. Meat worker. Is this right, Jamie? Jamie Kun's craft master. Expensive? Really nice gallery. No, actually, well, being native and everything, we got the ultimate discount, as you can very well tell. Just show the tribal card, and that's what V did. V showed hers. So. They just asked me to bring mine next time. I said, sure. About the boarding school? Yeah, did you hear about that?
Tour?
Biden opened a boarding school for native.
Do you wanna?
It was a day ago. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
That's what she was suggesting us to do.
Son las 12:30.
You wanna do it?
It's up to you.
Oh my god, look at the beadwork. And the leather. Like the fariseos.
Majestic figures. So cool. Terry. You can rewind a little bit too, right there. Yeah, we'll go to the tour. We're gonna try this tour right here. Just wanna see what happens. So, we shall see. We shall see. It's gonna be very informative. She said, you want to check out the tour? Let's check out the tour. These are dope. Terry. And everybody in here. A whole to all the relatives out there. Let's go. Look at these sticks. We're going to get a lot more information. I'm going to kind of show you guys. Look at that. No, these are not bongs. Joe's like, is that a bong? No, buddy. There's no carb. Joe, there's no carb on this one. Right on. Ah, look at that. Thank you for being here. This looks like a booty. Looks like a little booty, actually. What are they doing? This is kind of sexual. The sexual art. The fuck? Getting everyone horny with that one. Whoa, look at that one. Get lost. That's cool. Please do not touch. I will not. I will not touch. That's cool. The spike one's gonna get ya. Okay, 20. Zola. Let's see. Santa Clara, Tiwa. This art fence referenced the land. It's an art fence. Wow. Okay, this art fence references the land of the Southwest and the organic fences built by native people from materials such as adobe, acotillo, and saguaro cactus. Okay. The fence harmonizes colors of the Southwest in clay and glass. The fence begins with darker colors and then continues with brighter colors representing land and sky. The fence speaks to the endurance of our culture. It's about going through boundaries. It symbolizes our persistent existence. Tony Jofola. This linear installation reminds visitors to leave stereotyped preconceptions behind and enter a world where indigenous people blend the past with the present and firmly establish a limitless future. That's from Rosemary Lone Wolf. That's cool.
I'd like to welcome everyone this afternoon. My name is Lee. I'll be your volunteer tour guide for home, People of the Southwest. It's exactly what the title says. We're focusing on the people. When I was talking with someone earlier, I kind of said in a joking manner, it's the 101 course on tribal communities in Arizona and New Mexico. It's a review. Not every community is there, but the majority of the major ones are. And we're glad to have a group time of day. We will be up in less than an hour because the museum closes this morning. And so we're encouraged to do that, of course. We do say, please silence your phone and we're going to check. I don't want to be guilty of that.
Be the one.
And we really welcome photography. Sometimes we have exhibits that photography we are not able to allow. But all the places we expect on this exhibit, you're welcome to take photos, just not flash photos.
Yeah.
And so, again, I would begin by saying, we've been welcoming people here since 1929. We'll soon be 100 years old. We're already starting to think about how can we celebrate 100 years. But in the Western United States, that's a long time for a museum to have been in place. And maybe at the end of the time, if we have some time, I'll stay a little bit. The Hurd family moved here in 1895. And they arrived with some success and did very, very well. They developed many of the communities right around us. They had huge acreage of land and cattle. They began the daily paper. They were very generous. She was from a wealthy hardware family, and he was willing to marry into that family and to move to Arizona. I don't think I would have moved here in 1895, but at any rate, I like air conditioning, and many people do. But anyhow, it's a pleasure to have you with, and do just wave your hand at me if you're not here to see in this. So let's just take off.
Thank you.
I often begin with this collaborative sculpture. The name of this sculpture, and there are advantages of being close or far away from this sculpture, is a collaborative piece by two New Mexican artists. One is Rosemary Lone Wolf, who is an expert in clay arts. And of course, clay is the oldest of the American Indian art material. What's older than Mother Earth herself? And there's a lot of beliefs and structure regarding how to harvest that clay and how to use it appropriately, that kind of thing. Tony Hohola is a glass artist. He is now passed away. And yes, for some of you, you would say he looks Chihuly, and indeed he was a Chihuly student. So that's where they come together. The name of it is Indigenous Evolution. And what it does to me is people see the time of day, they see months of the year, they see a lot of different things into it, and it's that kind of thing. I also encourage people to just sit down at the end of the day and just look at it. It is loaded with symbols. And so it's a beautiful collaborative piece. It's one of the favorite pieces. What it does to me, it reminds me that the American Indians are with us right now. And so some people, and this is some years back now, when glass was first being used, people would say, well, what's this glass stuff? Where's the silver? And turquoise, that's what we expect to see. Well, don't put constraints on any artist, and that is true for American Indians as well. So it's a reminder, and not such a subtle one, that people will choose what makes sense to them in today's world. And let's move ourselves. Many of our visitors somehow place American Indians in a prior time, and almost in a prior different place. And part of our exhibit purposes is people to just better understand the American Indian culture, and we do it through art. We are based in anthropology. We were once listed as an anthropology museum. We are now listed and we're recognized nationally by the AAMD, which is the art museum group, as an art museum. And so We have done that deliberately by what we call intersection of the American Indian art with other major themes, artistic themes and other cultural themes that allow our audience to be expanding. And that's important for any museum today. Any questions so far? Just wave at me if you have a comment or a question. And we always have a lot of good laser copy, and I'm going to be brief today, but Dr. Zapita, who is a wonderful writer, had been full-time at the U of A in Tucson, has a number of things posted. If you went to Substance of Stars, for example, we had some of her writing there. And what I often encourage people to do is, number one, I say this: museums are a place of dialogue and of stories. That's how we begin to understand each other and understand who preceded us and who might follow us. And so I like what she says here. She talks about home. And so I say, bring your own stories. As you see, and I don't tend to emphasize dates a lot in my interpretation of this exhibit, but you'll see some going by. And just think, where was I, or where were my ancestors during that period of time? And think of your own story. And when you start thinking of your own story at the same time as you're hearing these, sometimes it adds a little different dimension of where we were and where we will be. She speaks of home, and I often say, most all of us have homes. They're redefined, and families are redefined these days as well. But she is speaking here, she says, a home. It is the smell of the green bush on the roof and the walls. So this is Southwestern, isn't it? It's in the texture, the smooth mud walls, the rough ribs from cactus and ocotillo, the branches of cottonwood and posts from the cedar and the pine. And this is the closure that I think is just great. Home is a place that has the right feel, the right smell, the right sense of coolness when you touch the walls. That's Southwestern with our Adobe construction. So let's go off this way, and we have some maps here that we could talk a lot about, but I think I'm just going to be brief in saying this is what I kind of call the forever map. And it emphasizes, perhaps in a sense, altitudes and regions, the geography. I mention it because it's early, it's forever. And really, most of the tribal communities at earlier times moved around a lot. They could move with the seasons, they could move when they wanted to. And some tribes, and most tribes at some point in time, had literally been hunter and gatherers. The other thing that it illustrates is the importance of water. It's a major issue, you know, and sometimes people try to put that issue away. It's in our faces right now in Arizona and California and Nevada. You know, we're squabbling over water, and we have to figure a few things out. But here, over here, the Rio Grande and the Colorado, and the rivers were flowing all year round. There are a lot of tributaries that are not shown on here. But the point is, here's where we are. There's a special room we'll revisit. Here we are at the top of the Sonoran Desert. Then here's the Sinton Mountain area going all the way up to Flagstaff. And then here's the plateaus areas, and then the rivers. I actually say the plateau is a particularly challenging area, but it's where the source are for some of our communities. It's cold, it's hot, it's windy, it's all those kinds of things, but is an important area of tribal significance, as are the Four Corners, so-called Four Corners. Over here, and actually this deserves lectures that I'm not going to give you. This is after the Spanish came through, and of course they had been in south of us for many, many years prior to them coming to the American Southwest. But prior to the, this is after the Spanish, after the period of time of the Mexican government, as well as then what the biggest influence is the U.S. government, where these tribal communities, and this is fact, this isn't an opinion of mine, it's fact, they were forced off their land. Their land was taken from them perhaps with brutality. It happened a lot. And so that's, there's a lot of stories that could come out of looking at this. And here's our largest reservation, is the Navajo. It is a fraction of the land that they once had. And people were forced, and it still has its costs today. People today may move off, or they can move off the reservation. Some people really aren't able, though, to move as easily. But I also know other tribal members, I know Navajos in particular, have been good at relocating, and they're in totally new roles in life, but they remember where did they come from. And what I also value about some of the Navajo culture is that they're good at change, and they also like balance. And it's a listen to me. I'm now retired. I wasn't in balance very well. A lot of times your career just kind of takes your life. And they are dedicated to their jobs, but they value balance. So that's something to remember. We'll talk a little bit more about Navajos in a little while. Over here, we'll talk about the Pueblo areas. Source is the Four Corners area. And I'll step out of the way, but come on over close to these. And we now call the people who were early on the ancestral Pueblos. We no longer call them the Anasazi. You'll still see signs and books and references to Anasazi. So but the leaders of the Pueblo people today say, don't say Anasazi. That's one more Spanish thing that happened. And so they like just being more generic. And they would prefer just to say the ancestral people. They were dry farmers, which is different than how Phoenix was settled, which was settled on canals. Very different existence. And they were very good at dry farming, but it is a whole talent. And the foods that they had, I want to credit Mexico. Way back, they were eating corn and squash back to it's 1500 BC, something like that. Then more like 800 BC, beans were also introduced. But if you put those foods together, you have a nutritional diet. It can be stored. It can be prepared in a variety of ways with the spices that perhaps came right from the desert around them. So that's kind of a little history. At some point in time, though, there was probably a prolonged drought, and they moved around 1300 to the Pueblo areas that we now see in New Mexico. They joined people who were similar to them up there.
1300 AD?
AD, yeah. And so these are utilitarian pieces, some of which, and I also want to credit them, America's first apartment buildings and condos, built right into those side hills, quite densely occupied, and a very settled society and culture of their own. Some of these pieces are literally from those homes, and they left, but I think some people thought maybe they would be returning. Who's to say? But if you have time or you come back, pick one of your favorite pieces. I'll share mine. I like this one, that first one with the cat climbing up the side. It just appeals to me, and I think it's a beautiful piece. This piece, was analyzed though, shows another success story. At the bottom of that, I emphasize it with the kids especially, we found traces of cacao, chocolate. Well, we can't raise that here. So that meant they were really very successful in trading way south. So, these were successful people, and I want to credit them as being excellent farmers and just great people.
So these are from those ancient dwellings?
Yes,
wow.
The majority of them are, yes. And then I'll need to speed up a little bit, but when you go by this vessel, see this symbol of a vertical line and two horizontal bars going across. And when I first, long ago, thought, oh, is that a European cross, or what is this? I didn't really know. But in the end, guess what it is? It's the symbol of the dragonfly. The belief system really recognizes metamorphosis, and creatures that go through metamorphosis in their developments are particularly respected. The dragonfly is particularly also respected because prior to the Europeans coming, if the dragonfly would settle on a little water, and you would probably say, let's take the drink. And it was a signal. But just remember that symbol. And so then realizing around 1300 then, they moved up into New Mexico and joined people similar to them, and life went on there quite well. But it was in 1540 is when Europeans came suddenly to the Southwest. They've been south of us for quite a long time. But suddenly Europe arrived in the Southwest with lots of ramifications. The Spanish were here. This is a little oversimplification. It's not my opinion, it's a fact. They were there driven by two major factors. One is to gather wealth for the crown or yourselves, because some of these were not the oldest sons of the family. In the Spanish law, the oldest son kind of got most everyone, so many of the objects of the estate. So you might become a conquistador, or an attorney, or a priest, or who knows what. But at any rate, to gather wealth, and they started taxation, even in the form of non-cash products, food, things like that. The other thing is to convert every human being that they came in contact with into Roman Catholicism. And that was required. And it was enforced with brutality. People were imprisoned. They were tortured. They had amputations if they did not convert into Roman Catholicism. That's a fact. It's not a pretty one, but it's real. And so I have a reference book on these crosses here. These are called Pueblo crosses. Gosh, they look a little bit like that dragonfly. People were smart. You could, you wanted to be compliant. Who wanted to be beaten up or sent to prison? So you could wear a very visible cross, and then cultures began to mingle as well. And I'll comment on that in a moment. But that was your defense, and you probably would get by. And so that's the rich nature of Pueblo crosses. And it was essential. The figure's right up in here. In 1540, there were 40 to 50,000 people in over 100 communities. Until after, in about 1696, only 14,000 people survived. So think of that in your neighborhood. If that much compression and deaths happen in your neighborhood, what would it be like? It was a rough time. So in 1680 was America's first revolution against the Spanish. And it was successful. A revolutionary called Pope was up in Taos. That's not where he was raised, but from there he directed a revolution on a single day in August in 1680. They had to do it on all the pueblos in the same day, or they would have been totally crushed. And so they had short-term victories. They drove the Spanish into Santa Fe and ultimately into the nation of Texas. And that worked for a while. In 12 years, then under Vargas, they came back and conquered again. But I want to credit, people are human, and the cultures began to mix. And I would like to think some more respect was built in. It might have been just smart to be a little more respectful. And so that's what happened. But I also need to comment, besides the diseases and things that they also brought, and there's a lot of kind of mythology about syphilis and a lot of other diseases. That was true, but the main killer were measles and mumps, because they just weren't equipped or had any experience to deal with them. But it killed many, many people. So they brought some essentials though. They did, until the Spanish arrived, they had no metal tools. And so like in Phoenix, they were digging canals with stone tools. And so the Spanish brought the metal tools. They brought other essentials, many techniques. They brought mobility. And one of the things is they brought horses. There long ago had been some type of horse here, but it wasn't the type of horses that we would become familiar with. And so the American Indians were clever. What made sense to them, they adopted. And so, and another thing they brought was wheat. Until that, they did not use wheat. So, and then the cultures began to mix. If you visit, as I do every year, to Santa Fe, you see a frank stirring up of cultures. And you can even see it here in Phoenix. It's a mixture of cultures. I'll speed up a little bit. Here's an oven. It's an horno brought by the Spanish. And a longer talk could be all these pots. Open top bowl means it's a working bowl. And a storage one closes at the top. Ultimately, the most closed is the seed pot to preserve very valuable seeds. The horno, if you're a tourist, you can still buy a delicious bread out there certain days of the week. Brought by the Spanish, but who can tell me, where did the Spanish go? Into history. Africa. Africa. The Moors ran parts of Spain, and they brought pots became. Here's a very famous tall black one on the top. That's Maria Martinez. She's credited with the black on black. Her grandson sits right next to it. She started a dynasty of that, and she developed a technique that's credited with that technique of firing. All these are done outside. These are outdoor firings. So a big pot is very difficult to get out of those circumstances. Her great-grandson moved to more tradition. That's the kind of pots in the left pot is what Maria's peers were doing, what she took off on her black. Well, then she influenced countless pots, pot makers after that. Pots are important as the different pueblos, which just means village. One of them that I should mention is from Pottery, and that's the storyteller figure. You can just come up, I'll get out of your way, but see that? That is now sold everywhere. I mean, it's been adopted by other cultures as well. But Helen Cortero is credited with the beginning of it. It's an autobiographical piece. She's on her grandfather's lap in the winter with him. Elders are in charge. But when did they have time to talk? More in the winter months. So that's how they learned, who are we? How do we work together as a family? How do we work together, as human beings in a community? So that's a famous concept that she's credited with. Moving along, these are Acoma pots. If any of you are tourists and you're driving up into New Mexico, there's a turnoff for Acoma. Take it at the other time. It'll take you about 3 or 4 hours to do it. You can have a primary tour. The pottery there is exceptional. And these are examples of thin walls, beautifully done. And this is a prize winner right here. Now, that piece, I'm suspecting, is kiln fired. Now, as we have competition, you can declare if this is kiln fired or open outdoor fire. Maria's outdoor fire. And there's a little prejudice toward the outdoor firing as you're judging pieces, but they're in different categories. But beautiful, beautiful exhibition. I typically do a little builder lesson. So Zuni's happen to revere owls. So if you see owls, it's probably a Zuni, because the majority of the other tribal people don't like owls. They're harboring bad things. So if you hear an owl hooting outside your house, not a good thing. But the Zunis do it well. Zunis have some strong traits to their jewelry. That's me. Here's one of my favorite pieces, talking about metamorphic animals. Here's one, but that is a bogart, by the way. It's to guard your arm. I'm sure it never saw any hunting. but it's got a frog with the tadpole and the eggs. So you can see all the stages of life right there.
Look at that.
And so it's, you know, it's a favorite piece.
Beautiful.
They also have fetishes. I carry this fetish. I'll just pass it around. I'll get it back eventually, or the bear will bite you. But at any rate, I like bears.
Oh, that's so cool.
Because they can be gentle or they can be ferocious. That's kind of what it takes to get through life. You know, this is the job that I have. And so I carry that. It's also, I'm a University of California, Berkeley grad, and that's our theme, is our bears.
Berkeley, yeah.
But their jewelry, come close, I'll be out of your way. It's inset. Zuni work is inset with smallest cuts possible, beautifully done. Just look at the work it takes to make that. It's just, you know, fabulous work. And, you know, originally people would carry one fetish or have one on a necklace, but then the stages of arts often in the American Indian community are utilitarian or earliest, then comes market influence. Well, the market influence is that if one fetish sells, how about putting 8 on a strand? And that's going to sell even more. And that's what happens. And then the last stage is fine art. And the artist doing what they want, it might not even sell, but it's fine art. Much of this stuff looks like fine art to me, but it's probably you know, heavily influenced by market. And the pots definitely go through those phases. Any questions so far? All right, we'll keep moving. Next we'll go talk about Hopi. Hopi, and this has caused problems over earlier times. Right in the middle of the reservation of the Navajos are the Hopi. There's a lot of reasons to squabble. Water rights, just space, all those kinds of things. But the Hopi culture is fascinating to me. I do not try to explain it because I'm not a Hopi practicing person. So I resist trying to explain everything. But what I'd say is this, is that it's matrilineal. The women lead the decisions. And so contrast that to the Spanish who moved in. Hopis were a little fortunate. They were far enough away. They didn't have quite the Spanish influence that some of the other pueblos did. But at a wedding, here's the Hopi wedding, which is another whole lecture in itself, features this weaving. That's a wedding gown in effect. And of course, traditionally, the Navajos have women doing the weaving. Now, I have many good friends who are male who also weave, but that's newer. But for these traditional ones, the groom's side does the weaving, and men are the weavers. So as you look at that one carefully, you can see there's little differences even in the weaving, you know, the attention and stuff put into it. And then in front of that, on that wrap, is another important piece, and that's like a water pattern coming out the side. But that particular thing is a part of the ceremony of the wedding, which sometimes is done years after a civil ceremony. Sometimes your children help you with your wedding because it's a consuming task. A lot of food, a lot of trouble, a lot of cost. But as a part of that ceremony, imagine this, that wrap has in it her burial shroud on her wedding day. So is their sense of time and purpose different? I should say so. That's a part of the Hopi way. Now, we'll be quick over here. This is one of the favorite rooms of a lot of our visitors. I need to see them. And again, I don't try to explain all of the religious practices, but the symbols are essential to the Hopi way. They come in 3 forms. If you go up to Flagstaff, the beautiful mountain area outside of Flagstaff is where the spiritual form live. Then during solstices, they move and come down into the villages, into the pueblos. And there, by Western terms, it might be a transfiguration. A teacher emerges. And I don't try to explain who or whatever, but they are teachers. Who are they teaching primarily? Remember who rules? young women are taught. And so that's the second form. The third form are the tihu, the dolls. These are not idols, they are educational devices, they are reminders to those young women of what they've been taught. These are arranged in ceremonial order that I haven't a clue of, but it's complex. And that's the way they are. They've been influenced now by the market. Now I call them little G.I. Joes in some ways, but that's where the prize winners are going and what sells. The boys are given some gifts related to their assigned tasks, basically. But these tihu, the dolls, have to be made by a practicing Hopi man, preferably the father or the uncle of the young woman who would be receiving it in twice a year, in theory, as gift. It's hers to do with what she wants after that. And sometimes she can sell them. If she chooses to, that's her right to do. That's my understanding. The simpler ones are the older ones. This is largely a Barry Goldwater donation. All these dolls over here. The ones along the top are the oldest, and they would be just on the table or on the wall, not the elaborate ones that we see today. Okay, I'm looking for my bear. Is he bitten anybody?
Do they love frogs? Because I know it's not
Well, the frogs, yeah, because it's the metamorphic creature emerging. You know, they like, and I don't try to explain it, but in some of Pueblo beliefs, we all can go through changes in our lifetime or perhaps another lifetime. So that's, I don't try to explain it, but there is that respect for being able to move on. And, you know, it's a part of their Hopi
Kid Bank, you're amazing.
beliefs.
I noticed also they use like sponge shells. Is that
Yeah.
a sponge shell?
Yeah, they do, and of course the shells were available to them maybe even before the Spanish came, when they were trading to the ocean. And there's whole art forms that are rather subtle, but really important to their beliefs and to their appreciation of shells. Yeah, oh yeah, they're much respected, yeah. And there's
That's the Hopi. This is my bloodline right here, the Hopi and the Zuni. Yeah. She's teaching me a little bit more deeper history than I never knew. Well, of course, they're
Pots got a little less
well
dominant.
taught.
And
Look at those, so nice.
but here's the story. These pots, in fact, this pot right here was bought by Mrs. Hurd,
So many
famous
dolls.
pot in Nanpeo. And it might have been produced by Nanpeo and or her daughter together. But Nanpeo was fortunate. Her husband was an aide in an archaeologist's dig in Sitnyaki. And so she was already, I bet, a wonderful pot maker, but she got access to the ancient shards, and it inspired her. Maybe it was her epiphany in Western terms. And so she started producing pieces like this and started signing them also. And so these are classic, newer, but not contemporary. That's contemporary, that one right there. But she would have, ideally, and these are outdoor fired. Thin walls, that's kind of smoky finish, and then a stylized eagle or eagle wing. So if you see that, that's Hopi, or it should be Hopi, because it might be produced by a Navajo or another, you know, because art's spread, you know. But that's the classic Hopi book. Beautiful stuff.
Classic.
Yeah, Hopi jewelry. Here's the
Love it.
two.
It's so beautiful.
Zuni,
This is
inlay.
Zuni and then
Hopi,
Hopi.
overlay.
Over.
Coming
All
over.
right. I
And
get it.
it's
I
a
get it.
little more subtle, but all that is sterling silver. And the black underneath is also
Look how
sterling
nice.
silver.
Oh, you got
And it's treated chemically, or earlier times by some process to get it black. You'd have to cut all that and then silver solder it on the silver below. After World War II, I want to credit the director of the Museum of Northern Arizona. he encouraged Hopis to do art that was kind of a part of them already, but to get really good at it. And you could also draw on veterans benefits to learn the silver craft. So that became dominant for the Hopis overlay. Charles Lolema, in my mind, is the most dominant, incredible influence on American Indian jewelry, period. My good friend Jesse Menangi just died. He also knew of him and was influenced by Charles Lolema. And so you can see his modern pieces are up here. And he got into trouble from his own peers. He started using platinum and to say, well, what is that about? Or diamonds, you know, all this kind of stuff that was not accepted. He was not even allowed to enter at intertribal competition at Gallup, for example. They wouldn't allow him to even in. But like some other artists, he was recognized his own time, somewhat in Scottsdale, but also in Europe. He triumphed and you know, got to great success his own time. One funny little story, he was being interviewed by the press and they said, you know, Mr. Lolema, you're a practicing Hopi way, and you're even a leader in the snake dance, which is a part of one of their essential practices. But he says, you drive a Jaguar? And he says, yes, I drive a Jaguar. My grandfather might have wanted another cornfield. Next question. Just moved on. Strong man, and he enjoyed his own success, which is great when it can happen. We'll quickly move into Navajo and welcome you into a hoga. We'll be good.
I'm gonna go check out that jewelry.
Can you imagine how heavy that is?
The home of the Navajo Nation now.
They today can be used for a variety of things. The Navajos are very practical. It could be storage room, it could be a TV room, it could be a guest room or whatever. But what it's used for, even though you live in a different type of house, this is where ceremony happens. Happy times, sad times. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. This was constructed to instruct us how a hogan has certain traits. The 8 sides, an opening for Father Sky, typically a stove that would heat, and the door on the east side, always. What happens in the east? Well, we know what happens, a new day. So a busy Navajo mother might have 3 kids, her husband works the night shift, and she's got 3 contagious kids, and at the end of the day, she's really tired out. They eventually go to sleep, and then she wakes in the morning, and she goes, and guess what? She can start a new day. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that, I think that's a valuable lesson to whatever our culture, the earth and the sun and Father Sky, they're dependable, and so your life goes on. As we go out of here, you'll see what people are very focused on in Navajo weavings. They were traditionally done by women, and now men do some of them as well. You might say, how is it there's so many different kinds? Well, because for one reason, there were different trading posts. There's the market influence again. Trading post people would say, if you want to sell me some of these, they have to look like this. They tear a catalog. And if you were in the novel, you wanted it to look different, so you have red dominate. If you were 2 Great Hills or whatever, but it was market influence.
Look at these tapestries. Look at these.
We've talked a lot about those. I would say jewelry, the Spanish brought the respect of silver. And so the Navajo jewelry is stamped, and it has feature silver, And they love turquoise. And they like big turquoise when you can get it. Look at that bracelet up there. One heck of a piece of turquoise, a very valuable piece. These are the so-called squash blossoms that actually could be called pomegranate, the shape as well. The bottom is the naja, which is kind of like a half moon. It could even have significance culturally. Where did it come from? Like a lot of things. From the Spanish. Came in on their horses. It was a thing that would kind of bring you luck or ward off the evil eye. It is not a religious symbol to the jewelry makers today, but it went viral. You know, they like it, and maybe could be thought to be, you know, like a rainbow or a half moon or whatever. But remembering that Spanish history and remembering the Moors being there, think about half moon in symbols. It could actually relate to that Moorish influence. Who knows? But it's not a religious symbol today. It's just a piece of jewelry. But it got very popular. We'll wrap up here pretty quickly.
This for the horses, you guys. I've seen that somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe in my past, in my dreams. The Navajo Nation are here. Let's go. So nice. Oh, that's cool stuff.
We're in the Snowy Desert.
The Colorado River.
I disagree with probably a number of ways with the artist who put the cutoff of the Snowy Desert on the Mexican border. But at any rate, that goes right down here as well. And the traits of the Sonoran Desert is the altitude, 1,500 feet to 3,500 feet. If to have true saguaros, they survive really only in this desert. We have temperatures that I have to protect my favorite lime tree in my yard because we'll have killer frost sometimes. We had one last year. We even had one in November last year when we were in the 80s this year. I don't know what that means. I won't go there. But at any rate, it's that kind of a place. And I was here when the official temperature at the airport was 122. Wow. That was hot. But, you know, those of us, I was raised in Minnesota. Then I moved to Northern California and I moved here. I still prefer heat over extreme cold. You know, maybe that's why I stay here. But those are the traits. And you know, those kind of, and we only get an average of 8 inches of rain in the whole year. You know, and sometimes there are exceptions. That's an average. So you might say, who would want to live here? Well, millions do now. Phoenix is now the 5th largest metropolitan city in the United States. And our growth, Maricopa County, has been the #1 growth county more than one time in recent time. How we somehow messed up the last census and didn't get another House seat, I don't quite understand. But I'd like to blame somebody, but I won't. But at any rate, it's a popular place. How did it get started? Canals. And I want to credit another incredible people called the Hohokam. And they were the settlers of Phoenix. And the whole society and economy was based on canals. And the rivers flowed year-round. And farming was big. So you were trading all the way to the coast. You can see evidence of that over here with jewelry that had to come out of the ocean. We just chatted about shells and things. They would get shells that way. But remember, until the Spanish came, there were no, you know, there weren't horses, there weren't even regular wheels. So it was kind of what I would call relay brought to the coast. And they were trading way into Mexico as well, because they're a very sophisticated spot, but canals were the whole thing. Your role in life was defined by the canal. If you were a big farmer and you were close to the canal, you were probably more successful. You could be a canal digger, and remember, these were your tools, no metal. You could be digging canals probably in one specific area, probably for your whole working life. And of course, the average life wasn't anything like what we have today. So it was a pretty tough life. But That's what prevailed. I would make one comment, somewhat in deference to my own family. People look at that one pot, it looks like a swastika. It's not. It's rolling, it's either wind or rolling logs. And it's an international symbol that somehow got somewhat twisted to turn into the actual swastika. But anyhow, these are utility pieces. Then a long drought again drove people to move out of Phoenix, but they didn't go far. They moved to the desert, closer down toward Tucson, the Tohono O'odhams, also at one point called the Papagos, which they don't like that name. It's another Spanish assignment name. It means like bean eater or something like that. It's not what they really want to be thought of. So, and then the other people moved to the river area closer to where we are today. And that's also, you know, a name that was now a current preferred name. Let's see, they're dependent on the environment just like they were when they were with canals, but they're very close to the desert. And here, and this is how you would harvest the saguaro fruit at the end of June and early July. And that's what this mural portrays. It's a celebration, and they would make up foods and quickly fermented wine and things like that. It looked like I would probably love it in my house, and I would say it's my fine art. But these are practical. These are utility pieces. At the bottom of them is Martinia, or it's called Devil's Claw. And here are the actual fibers, but they would be more like that single one there. This is a gathering of them, and they have to, what a job to get it from that to here. Yeah. But it is the toughest of the fibers that can be used in basketry. And that's why you'll see it on the rims or at the bottom, because these are practical. They're for work. Then after the trains came, life totally changed. So the baskets got smaller. You couldn't put a basket that big and go on a train back to Cleveland. Oh, yeah. So they got smaller. The themes changed. Even the materials changed. I would say that three-step is utility, market, fine art. But I know that potter, in fact, he's recently died. That kind of a basin that's over there has the same water kind of pattern. It won't hold water. You couldn't haul much in it. You might not even like it, but it's fine art. You know? And this is a very well-respected piece. The other part that I enjoy is this one. It showed their humor about what they thought of some of the tourists. This is a typical shopper in their eyes, and they make a little fun of her. But their incomes were enhanced of necessity because life had changed. But once manifest destiny dominated the political and economic world in the western states and across all the country basically, but especially out here, life was never the same again. There are good aspects of that, but a lot of sad aspects of it. Let's make one other stop, and that's for Apache. We will get done just on time. I was raised, on books and magazines and movies that kind of scared me about Apaches. And parts of that are true. But what I'd say is this. Remember, women lead their homes and the communities. And the women are trained from early on to learn decision-making and being responsible. When they hit puberty, they go through a ceremony that many young women still do, but not all. And it's called the sunrise ceremony. It goes on for days, I think like 4 days. And during that time, you make your mother, and you might have had a godmother of necessity as well, and you show that you are ready for the next stage of life. And it's a very special time. You have to dance, You have to run, you have to recite, you have to show you're ready. And it's a proud day. You wanna make everyone happy with you. And it's a very special day for you. So you can, and people, you can drive up to one, and you might be welcome to at least observe it. And she can come up to you and say, thank you for coming. Bless you. She's empowered to bless that day. And so it's very special. The other thing that I won't take a long time to explain, they love their children like most of the oldest. These, you know, are the boards that would care for children. They're very practical. Far better to be up on a bush somewhere than to be on the ground as your mother is gathering food. So I say they're the first car seat. They're a cradle. And if you had one, it's the blankie, you know, a favorite thing. And that just shows again the humanity side of Apaches. Geronimo, of course, was a very ferocious Apache. He came back after he ran away and led people with him down to the border area, and came back after being out and found his wife murdered, killed by soldiers, and his children, and his mother-in-law. And that's particularly serious because she was kind of the functional and ceremonial leader of the family. He was, and part of their beliefs also is a wrongful death has to be avenged in some way to the next life or something. There's something wrong, you know, so that was the path that he led, and he was very good at it for the rest of his life. Ellen Hauser is a wonderful artist. If you get out to our sculpture garden, you'll see a lot of his sculptures. He's a very famous Apache sculptor and artist. This is part of his work. He was there to primarily present the whole of the Apache people, not just the rough side. And he was very good at that. His name was changed when he arrived at the boarding school. They assigned him, they anglified his name to Allen Hauser. His son, he has at least two sons who are artists. They redeemed their prior name, which was Jesus. So that his famous son is Bob Jesus. And, you know, I got to meet Ellen Hauser here. And I believe she's still alive. I had lunch with his wife when she was, I think, 101 up in Santa Fe not too long ago. Strong, creative, brilliant people, not the stereotype that you might have in mind. That wraps us up. Let's get you out to the front, because it won't be long, the guards will be hauling us away. These are beautiful pieces made by veterans, American Indian veterans. They are 3 times more likely than I would have been to join the armed services. You might say, what the history they have? Why? Well, there's a number of reasons. Number one, they're raised to guard their land and respect their land, and that's part of what brings someone to the military. Also, it's an opportunity to leave the res, you know, and so there are opportunities. Were they well recognized when they got home? The answer is not at all. They were defending us and they could not even vote when they got back. Just think how bad that was. I'm ashamed, but that's our history. That should wrap me up. You've heard enough of me.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
I'd like to walk through with you. And you come back. You have a little time.
Yes. 1940s. Is it from the veterans? Yeah. This way? Okay.
Somebody said to check out the theater. Did you guys like that?
Thank
I know,
you.
is it possible to get it
All in one time.
No.
So that's
we need
the
another
carrot
day.
we're dagged in your
Yes.
face.
Yes. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, they got a little makeout room.
Burlington, to shop at Hastings, or go to the mall, and they were pretty angry.
It's no signal in here.
And
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, we can go around the other way.
Indian nation into the United States.
So cool.
We are now. The government have extended their jurisdiction without our permission.
Yeah.
Did you all see the sculpture courtyard?
No. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, let's go.
My favorite places.
Really?
Sculpture court.
Oh.
Oh.
That's something for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
The third dimension.
This is a lot of it's Alan Hauser and
Okay.
oh, it's wonderful.
The house, yeah. He was just explaining. Yeah.
And it's within our desert climate kind of thing.
Yes. Look at this, guys. Look at that. So nice. She's so cool. I think it's so cool. Look, Alan Heiser did this shit. She was right.
Well, also
Apache. He died in 1984. 1981 was his browns. Look at this. That's cool. This is the sculpture yard that they have. 1984. Wow, Rio Grande. Apache cradle board. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, a lot of Alan Hauser. He was cool. Look at him, look at him. He did a lot of cool shit. Look at that. Real art, baby. Real art. That's a 1990s Apache. Apache. This is Doug Hyde. The Vigil Mountains, Valley Mesas, 1988. So cool.
isn't it
Beautiful. Yes.
And a lot of it's Alan Hauser. This
A lot of
one
it
my
is.
favorite.
Yeah.
And Doug,
So
I
Doug,
was-
right?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, cool. I
No,
like this one.
And see how lovely it is now that we don't have 110 degrees.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
quite full. I mean, we have a long,
Exactly.
hot.
This is perfect.
It was a weird summer, huh?
Well, we
Hotter
don't-
than
we
normal.
can have it in Montana.
Yeah. To cool it off.
One or two, but that was it. It was the third.
They're quick pay for monsoons here. Very creative. I don't know, look at that. 1983. She came out here to show us some secret shit. Like, you know, some stuff you wouldn't really look at through the tours. Wind on Mesa. Oh, this is the wind. See, look at that. That's the wind. That's cool. She's all covered in wind. 1981. I like that one. The wind on Mesa.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, it's interesting when you read what the title of the piece is, and it just comes out.
It's something else, brings something else to
How
you.
they decide to do what they're doing anyway. You know,
Even what I like doing is looking at it first and then reading the description.
Oh.
So that way it kind of does trigger, like you say, well, okay. You
How
know?
did they come to that
Yeah.
conclusion?
And then you go, oh, that's their vision.
Such a great vision and title. That's right. Look at this, guys. This is the Alouette dance staff right there. All right, 1991. That's cool. They're about to close up right now. 2005. That's the Crane women. It's the Crane women. This must be number 1 because that was 20. Yeah, this is 19 of 20. The horse head. Let's go. War pony. You got the war pony going on. That's your war pony.
interesting. So maybe next year.
Oh,
do it again, yeah.
you know what? I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that because
Yeah, look that up.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, because right now they're having. So I gotta look up some more and see where.
I know my husband had 2 degrees from ASU, and then he recruited athletes. We have a good football team.
Oh, cool. There you
We're
go.
going
Yeah.
to the Peach Bowl, I think.
Oh, wow. That's good. That's good.
Yep, it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's only 34, our coach.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
not-
it.
he's
Only.
not the player?
That's most of them.
No, he's just, this is his 3rd year, and we're like, he was like 2 or 3 and 9 and 3, and we were like, we're 9 and 1. We're
All
going
of
to
a
Like,
sudden,
hold on.
yeah.
Where are we going?
And you
Got-
know what?
Yeah.
He's,
The Peach
It's
Bowl,
been great.
I
It's been great
guess,
this
yeah.
time, yeah.
January 1st, which I'm thinking, oh shoot.
Why do you think I'm wearing this stuff?
Huh? After you ladies, after you.
Did you see the fellow doing the drums at all? And I said,
I don't know.
Outside or?
no, outside. He was
Oh, no,
No, we did not.
And so anyway, he said, he was from Oklahoma, and I said, oh, I said, my mother's from
Yes.
Well,
We'll be back.
Yeah, we will. No,
I'll be back.
it's impossible not to want to come back if you.
I know.
Because
There's so much.
you'll see something different every time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I feel.
I love it. Yeah, the buffaloes. Yeah. 4 buffaloes standing sideways.
And just to be able to sit outside and just let it all.
Just soaking.
Yeah, and it's leaning on one of us, the centrals on the other side of that big,
Yeah, yeah.
so you don't get trucks and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
This is pretty cool, man.
Yeah, we were on, we enjoyed it a lot.
This is one of my favorite ones right there, an artist, doing the dance. Oh, not all of them. Isn't that fun? That is Michael Chiago.
Oh, okay. Yes, 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 yes,
And
yes.
you can see his, what was it? He wrote something to we bought a book of his and he signed it to my husband. and-
Really?
Yeah. No, there's just something about him.
The
that
dance,
that
look at
brings
that.
out the Southwest.
It does.
The dancing, the fire, so obviously it's in a cooler time of year.
Right,
It's like-
right. They try to
But
find
he's
what they
from
could.
Arizona, and so he's wonderful. I just,
beautiful,
I
man.
really like him a lot.
Historical, very historical.
I like the native music in the background too.
In fact, we even have a couple of his pieces in a book also
Oh.
that he signed.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
There's just,
Amazing.
well, when you're from the Southwest, it just kind of
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
bounces out to you.
Yeah, it does.
Mm. Oh, yes. My ancestors are from this area, so
Oh, they are.
Hopi and Zuni. So,
Oh.
yeah, I'm that. But it's
Yeah.
just
But
nice
it's
seeing
great
all
to
the
learn about your-
artifacts and
You know, in
Mhm.
every
Yeah.
group
There's more to it.
has their uniqueness
Mhm.
Yeah. You know,
and
respect,
history.
They
yes.
sure do.
Mhm.
They all have their own respect for each other too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that.
See, this is kind of cool.
Oh, yeah,
Let me see. The Torno Oda. There's Michael Chiaro,
Look, see? One
the Yaqui.
It's more like mountainous with the Sonoran.
less.
Cool.
Yeah.
My husband was part Yaqui. Oh, shoot. But after a while, he even taught school. He was in Guadalupe, Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was
at
the,
Frank's-
the middle
He
school
taught at Frank's
principal.
School.
Oh, he was.
Mhm.
He loved it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's where he
Oh, yeah. No, he was, he didn't mess around with my husband, but it was
Yeah.
even, we used to, the culture or the history of your people is important to know.
Yes.
Exactly.
And and when junior, middle schoolers and high schoolers could not really
Yeah,
care a whole
yeah.
lot.
I mean-
But then pretty soon you start thinking about, oh,
Where do I come from?
yeah.
Where does my ancestors come from?
Sure, but then it's also important that's one thing that Mexicans really do. They celebrate as a family
Oh, yeah.
and a
Traditions.
community.
Yes.
And you don't, granted, kids are kids.
Yeah.
Teenagers
Sure.
are teenagers,
Yeah.
and so.
It's hard to explain to the new generation about your bringing up and the traditions that they used to have.
In
because
time.
It's what you experienced as a family and the feeling and the emotion and it's you explain it to the kids, it's like, oh, it's just a picture. They
Yeah.
don't understand. But it's good to show them too.
Well, I'm not a big techie person at all, and so I am pitiful. I am. When I moved, after my husband passed away, I moved to a patio home, and I got a new printer, but I have an old iPhone.
The older one.
But you know what? I can print.
I don't even know how to use it.
Well, at least that works.
I
Yeah.
like my old Motorola. Just call it simple hi-bye.
Isn't this quite a beautiful?
Go this.
Yeah, we went into the theater, now we're coming this way.
Yeah.
And in fact, they're gonna have a course.
Oh, good. What do you want?
It's 3 or 4 meetings. It's just kind of a refresh.
Oh, good. It can be
I always
up to
need
date.
refreshing.
Refreshing. I love this. This is the fence right here. Oh yeah.
I think it's so fun.
Shoot. Let's get going.
Oh, it's almost 4, yeah. Thank you, Catherine. It was
Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you.
Yes.
Actually, my name is Frances.
Francis, I keep calling her Catherine.
That's
because
all
I
right.
met another Catherine over there. That's why I'm bad with names. Much love. You have a great
Thank you again, and we'll see you. Thank you again.
Yes.
All right, Francis.
Come back.
Yes.
Francis, not Catherine.
I got you.
Like St. Francis.
There you go. Thank you
Thank
again.
you so much. She's cool. Thank you guys so
Bye bye
much.
now. Bye bye. Thank you. Oh, which way?
It doesn't matter.
Let's go.
We'll have to come back
Because I'm getting hungry, girl.
¿Tienes hambre?
Yeah.
Okay, vamos.
2005. It's the Northern Desert. The Yaquis.
These are from 1953 pictures. Look at that.
She's great. What's up, Chrissy and Yvonne? Angie is in the house. Terry, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being patient. I couldn't talk so much all loud.
Maybe you guys can come visit here.
And we were taking a tour, so I
They're
just
so
seeing what's
kind.
up. Where you going? Where you going?
I'm following you, Mr.
You said there's more over there. I said okay.
I thought it went that way.
I bet you could kind of tiptoe across.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's with their irrigation.
I love the way they move their backwards like that.
That's cool that they actually liked that people take pictures and actually learn from it, not the other way around. The only thing is the flash. That's cool. No flash. No, next time when we come back, we'll check on this. Yeah. I need to go back and get my. I don't have a wallet on.
Well, we're bringing your graphic back soon.
Yeah, we can come and have some food or something.
Oh, yeah. We'll be more prepared.
I got to prepare. Super fun. Like
Did
we're
you guys
there.
like
You are
that?
here. You're right here.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
Little courtyard. Showing you our history.
Yeah, I wanted to surprise G for the day.
And I told her that, she was like, oh. I go, yeah, actually, that's my bloodline right there. That's
so
because
cool.
we're
I
here
like
in
that.
the area, so that's what it's like, you know.
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit more interesting, you know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? 'Cause,
We'll go and take another tour. Because they have other tours too. Like a couple more
yeah.
that they have. ¿Tienes las llaves?
Nah, you
Or yo?
can.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I do. I have all this. Here, put this in your... Esta es tuya.
Don't fold it. Yeah, it's really cool.
¿Quieres ir a comer primero?
No, antes I have to get the computer. You just have a little wallet. Yeah, I need it.
Because I wanted to take you somewhere here, but...
Oh, whatever you want to do, but I gotta go back. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You gotta get it.
I gotta go back and get it. Did you guys like that? Was it cool? Super cool, super fun, super awesome.
So I said, si quieres a comer, I got a spot, but
museum.
do you want the wallet first, or?
Yeah, man.
Alright, man.
I'm like, that was cool. All right, 2 hours in, we're gonna go ahead and step out. I'm gonna start a part 2 right now. Really do appreciate that. That was really, really cool to see a lot of my relatives on the wall. Not just on the wall, but they're, you know, what we've made throughout the years. It was really cool to see that.
Stick around, guys. I got more to show graphic.
Like what? I gotta put this on charge. It was already
okay.
like, I don't know why, but it took out a lot of my battery. 2 hours of streaming. Hold up. Love this place, says Chris and Yvonne. Have you been here? I think you have, huh? Hey, Chris and Yvonne, let's go. Yeah, it's the Herd Museum. Check it out. You know where we can go? No, not yet. You should come through. You'd like it. You'd learn. Take the little tour, even though like...
Aquí, mira, en donde fuimos la otro tiempo y podemos a comer afuera.
Okay.
Okay. Vámonos. Did you like that?
It was
Did you like it?
freaking dope. What do you mean?
Would you like to come back?
Like, I'm like her. I wanted to stay there.
I know. I was like, just leave me right here with my ancestors.
I was like, oh, you got a courtyard? But see, it's getting a little later because
Yeah,
they close up like
I'm
about
gonna
4
be
or
one of
something
those.
like that.
Welcome to. I'll be like, lady, you can stop talking Para el pista, seguro, yo también. Vámonos. You just need to see
There's a gentleman back
Yeah,
there.
I see.
I think this is the Uber spot. I'm not gonna lie, because the dude was like looking at me and I was like, can I help you? He goes, you waiting for an Uber? I go, no. thought he was waiting for the spot where I was at.
Tienen classes that you can come take to study the history.
Alright, appreciate that, Terry. Terry,
This here right here, you can rent it out for like weddings, quinces, you know.
Wahapa?
It's beautiful inside.
Wapana.
Like a Native American
Wapana.
ambiance for your party. I love that.
Alright, part 2 coming up. Much love. Thank you for joining us right here for the 2 hours of education.
Yeah.
I should have put it on educational.
Thank you guys for being respectful too.
Yeah, thanks.
Greatly, we appreciate.
Oh, there was a couple weirdos in there. I was like, you know,
it's okay. Come learn about it. Be about it.
You know what it is just because you're a certain race doesn't mean you know everything about it. I guarantee. It just that goes in. I'm not arguing with the whole I'm Mexican or I'm more Mexican than
There's
you
more
or
than just a
if you guys only knew like the history of where you come from, none of us would be fighting about this. Like I'm more Mexican or I came from here. I speak Spanish and dude, our languages were all messed up after the Spanish conquered or tried to conquer. Excuse me.
We'll come back again, guys. There's a couple tours I want to take you guys on.
There's a lot of history that you guys probably think you know, but you really don't. I think I know a thing or two, and I'm still learning. So think about that.
I feel so bad.
Do me a favor, smash the smash like. I'm coming back for a part 2. Much love. Thank you. Love you. Aho.
See you guys in part 2.
Let's go. Arizona. Let's go. Let's go.